So after 123 years of motorcycle heritage, 5 years of development, Triumph Motorcycles is finally ready to debut this, the TF250X. We're here at the beautiful Gatorback Motocross Park in Florida, putting this bike through its paces, see how well performed, and to be completely honest, it far exceeded our expectations. Some things that really stood out for me about this bike was just the overall power band of the 250 engine. First through fifth gear has power all the way through from top to bottom, mid to top, which you don't really find too much. Most 250s kind of run out. This one holds true all the way to the top end at the 14,000 RPMs that it spins at. With the quick shift technology in it, you grab that extra gear that you need very quickly and efficiently. That's definitely what shined out for me. This bike comes stock with KYB suspension. The people at Triumph really went above and beyond by putting that suspension on this bike. For myself, 155 pounds, the bike right out of the box performed great. Just a few minor changes of the rebound and high-speed compression. One click here, one click here. I rode this bike for 4 hours today and had a smile on my face the entire time. It's firm where it needs to be, it's soft where it needs to be. It complements the aluminum frame very well. The bike has a beautiful balance to it. Just overall, the bike feels great. We have an aluminum frame, hand welded, might I add, which is very cool. It's not a robot welded frame. This is a hand welded frame, again, to point the fact of how much detail went into this motorcycle. There's always this great debate, steel frame or aluminum frame. After riding this bike today, I could say that this aluminum frame feels absolutely beautiful out on the track. I went long on singles, I overshot a couple jumps, and was fairly surprised how well it took that hit, but the overall ergonomics of the frame and the chassis really shines. So the side-to-side action, this bike, you point it somewhere and it goes there very quickly and very fast. At the Gatorback here, it's a rough, loamy track, which develops a lot of ruts, a lot of options of lines to take. So going through the track, pretty much any line you want to pick, you point it there, you look forward for it, and this bike will take you there. For straight line stability, this bike really shined well on that, I thought. An off-road racer myself, I'm always kind of keen to look at those, how well a bike just typically just goes straight. And pointing this bike, there was no unnatural feel of the rear end, and from the front end, it was planted and firm all the way through. Sitting in the cockpit, the ergonomics of the bike feel great. The placement of the seat, the shrouds, the handlebars, just the overall stature of the bike was very comfortable at first impression. It reminds me a lot of a KTM, just the feel in between your legs. Never felt uncomfortable or out of place with it. So anything that I would personally change about this bike, it does come with a 190 rear tire. If I were to own this bike, I would probably put a 110 on it. Not to say that that 100 didn't perform, but I would like to see what it could offer with a 110 tire. Also, first to second gear, felt a bit short. I would play with my gearing as well, change some sprockets around, try to open up first and second a little bit more. For your average weekend warrior rider, you're not going fourth to fifth gear too often, and have a bike perform first, second, and third gear efficiently, I think is very important. You have a hydraulic Brembo clutch system. The clutch is there when you need it, get you out of a pinch or to help accelerate through a challenging section. The clutch is beautiful, nice feel to it all the way through. Another thing that Triumph went above and beyond to do was putting Brembo Brakes on this bike. It really shows the value of what they wanted to present to the public by putting Brembo Brakes on here. Not too overpowering, not too lightweight. Overall, gave great characteristic to the bike. The seat has this diamond pattern, something that I'm a fan of. I don't like too over grip. I like to have a little bit of a sliding feel, but this diamond shaped pattern that they had that comes stock on the bike, great feel. I loved it. I was deep into ruts today, whipping the bike, scrubbing the bike, using every inch of that seat. Just had a great feel overall. This bike far exceeded my expectations. It blew me away how well the development that they did over the last 5 years was. They didn't shortcut anything, and you could really tell out on the track. What Triumph did for the consumer here is give you two things. They gave you the perfect weekend warrior bike, and they also gave you a lethal weapon of a race bike. I can't believe they did this well of a job. I mean, it's truly remarkable. From the plastics, to the suspension, to the frame, to the hubs, the wheels, the engine, of course, and everything all the way through. Beautiful machine. that's it for us here at Gatorback Motocross Park. Thank you to the people at Triumph. Thank you to the people that run this facility. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to yourcycleworld.com, and hope to see you out on the track.